I did a little half up, half down, and my hair is in a bun. I think it's UCHE. Her makeup always looks bomb, and she posted this video like 4 months ago. She actually does her brows first. So she has the Revive Brow Sculpt, and she lathers this on, and she like presses the product. It flakes. I don't like this product. People rave about this. I just cannot get into it. Thing pad, and I'm just gonna clean up and then go below. I didn't see her prepper skin, so I'm gonna use 2 products. I'm gonna go in with this Laneige Cream Skin Cerapeptide. This is their toner and their moisturizer. Then I'm also going to go in with this Neutrogena Glow Primer and Serum from the Hydra Boost collection, and this has hyaluronic acid. So I'm gonna put something on my lips. This is the Sephora lip stipping mask in the shade Vanilla. She then went in with this Fenty Beauty True Matte Pro Filt'r Mattifying Primer. I like to use this, I think it's the Instant Retouch Primer, and I'm just gonna go in like 3 pumps.
I'm so excited, okay?
So for foundation, she uses the Danessa Myrick Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. I have shade 7. And she does the House Labs foundation. I don't have that. So I have my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I have the shade 11.75. So she goes into 2 swipes. This is too light for my skin. I should have went a shade darker. I'm gonna put some on my forehead too, because I feel like I need to blur this out. I'm just gonna work this into the skin. So she uses a dense brush to blend out her foundation, and I have one. This is from AOA Studio. This is their high def brush in F3. So we're gonna blend down the neck. They go on the eyes too. Oh! Ooh! Y'all. Yo, it looks so smooth. In the Makeup Forever concealer, this is the shade 5.1 in my applicator Bro. I am going to apply this one with a brush, and this is just my EOA Studio E143 brush. For the Juvia's Place concealer, I'm going to go in with the shade 13. I'm gonna go in with this Fenty Beauty Matchstick. I love this for contour. This is literally like my perfect contour shade. She went in here and she drug her contour all the way down. I never do that. What she used for contour was the NARS Laguna bronzer. And then she blends it out with like a fluffy dome brush. I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. Complexion Duo Blush. She said the amount of time that it takes to blend out her contour is when she'll then go in and blend out the concealer. Now to blend out her concealer, she uses this Real Technique 402. This is the setting brush. This looks so good. I'm like so mad that it looks so good. She goes in with a beauty sponge. This one is from Sonia Kashuk. Blend over everything. And there's no additional product. It's just whatever is left. So I like that she does that because I typically do that too. She took a pink honey bronzer. I have no idea what the hell that is. But I have the Danessa Myricks Balm Contour in medium 3. She goes back over. I did not know it was going to be that pigmented. So I went in with a more precise brush, but it's okay. We get the effect. With the foundation brush. Just so it's not too much. And I'll pinch the brush this time, just so it's more precise.
Just the bronzer, because I love the way that looks like a strong
Concealer brush. She didn't do this, but I just want to reinforce it because I feel like my face kind of got lost. She takes the Charlotte Tilbury. I don't have that, but I have this The Professional Super Setter. I will just go in and blend out any of the creases because you don't want to set the creases. She uses the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder, but I heard this NYX Professional Can't Stop Won't Stop Mattifying powder is a dupe for this. I have the shade 10. I really love this powder actually. I go in with this Morphe M536 brush. She uses the Huda Beauty Banana Bread. I do not have that powder, but I heard this Beauty Bakery Bite Size Pinch of Flour. This is the shade Plantain Caramel. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix it. Then I'm going to go in with this Pink Lips Loose Setting Powder in the shade Banana. She also sets it on her cheek. She says she hates when this area is too dewy. I actually don't mind the dew, so I always try to avoid that area. I think she originally went in with the powder puff, the triangle. I think I skipped that step. I am going to go in with this BH Cosmetics Tulum 6-color bronzer and highlighter palette. This is a Wet n Wild. This is their angle brush. This brush is so old, but like it does what it needs to do. I love this two set. It's so pretty. And I feel like it's just enough pigment. Like it's not too deep, not too light. Which is also why she said she liked the Laguna one, because she liked that you had the chance to blend it up. It wasn't just off bat super pigmented. And we're gonna set. And then she says she goes in with a slightly deeper shade to finish. I'm gonna go in with this shade Gran Cenote. It's deeper and it pulls more red tone. So I'm gonna go in with just a weensy bit and like really keep it on the hairline. I don't wanna move this in too much. So we're just gonna keep it really close. And she just goes in and sets this. And she says she blends it into her eyebrow. I like to set the tip of the nose too. She then goes in and sets underneath her eye, so she runs the same color on her lower lash line. I don't like this because I feel like it just brings out my under eye lines more. So first I'm just taking, this is a Glamour angled liner brush. I'm just going in with the angled brush first so I really get the product where I want it. I'm gonna go in now a little bit with this darker shade, and I like that because it's more red tone and I have brown eyes, so I think that it complements it so well. So this is where she goes in with a pink blush. I had a couple options. The first option was from this Juvia's Place, the Saharan Blush Volume 2 palette. I was going to go in with this shade. It's not pink, it's like pinky peach. This essence, the blush in the shade Beloved. It took me so long to try the Essence blushes because I feel like they didn't do much in the pan, but oh my goodness, on the face, amazing. This is the e.l.f. blush in the shade Bright Pink. This is an OG. This is one of the first blushes I've ever bought and I broke the thing, of course. This is so pretty on light skin, dark skin. I'm gonna go in, and this is another Glamour brush, and she brings it all the way. Ooh, is that picking up? Yo. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that blush. Ooh, okay. Next, she goes in with this MAC powder foundation and like their powder plush formula. I'm gonna go in with this Makeup Forever HD Skin Matte Velvet Foundation. And this is the shade 4R61. And this is a perfect match for my skin. It goes in underneath her bronzer. And she just pats. This is when she goes back in to reinforce her bronzer. So I'm gonna take the same BH Cosmetics Tulum palette and I'm gonna mix these two bronzers this time. I kind of want to pop this e.l.f. blush on top. Yeah, I love this blush.
This one, the big pan,
This is a pretty pale pink. You're going to use the Professional Super Setter. And then she also goes in with this One Size On Till Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray. Something I forgot to do was blend out my eye creases on the brush that I use for the powder foundation. You need some distance with this. With what I use for contour. And I'm just gonna smoke out this outer corner because I just feel like my eyes are getting lost and I don't like that. So like, look at that. Slight difference. If I have kids, I want them to have my lips and my cheekbones. My kids will have my lip and my cheekbones. We're gonna speak that into existence. So I don't think she says what she uses. So for a base color, I'm gonna go in with this MAC Cork lip liner. I think MAC Cork was too light for my lip, but I really just had to build it up. Her liner looks a little bit more brown, so I'm gonna go in with the shade Cola from Juvia's Place. Yep. She uses Rare Beauty's brow pencils. I don't have that. I have this AOA Studio Slim Brow in the shade Medium Brown. I love this brow pencil. So she goes in with the medium brown and then a black, soft black or something like that. So I'm gonna use the medium brown just to outline. And I hate doing my eyebrows last. Like it just, no. I always do my eyebrows first because I feel like they frame the face. And I just don't like, cause you can't clean it up. To me, you can't clean it up. So I'm just not gonna even try to shape. And this is flaky from the product that we used before. So I'm just not a fan.
I'm sorry if I'm blocking it.
I'm gonna go in with this Anastasia Brow Wiz. This is the shade Ebony.
Go over.
Ooh. Brows are done. So this is where she would go in and curl her lashes. I cannot find my lash curler. I have not been able to find my lash curler since I went on vacay to St. Croix, which was in December. So there's that. But she did go ahead and just reinforce her moles. She uses the liquid pen. I'm just going to go in with this Perfusion eye pencil. I don't like to do liquid, just because I feel like it can get very messy very quick. Done. So like I said, I can't find my mascara. I mean my eyelash curler, so I'm just gonna go in with my mascara. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Like, look, this is one lash. I feel like my outer corner on this one's struggling because I've been like sleeping on this side. Those are the lashes. She also does her bottom. I am going to go in with a second coat, and I'm going to use my Ami Kohl. So look at the difference. One coat, two. Wait, one coat. Second coat. And this is... Boom, look at the lashes. And these are mine, baby. Okay? Yeah. I look so good. Like, I was so scared to try this makeup look out, but it's what? And this is no curler.
It is very straight.
Okay? No curler on the lashes. And for mascara, just so you know, for reference, she used the Fenty Beauty Hella Thick mascara. Then she goes in with a darker one. She used the Pat McGrath lip liner just to kind of reinforce. I know I already went with the darker one, but we're gonna go in one shade darker. This is the Juvia's Place in the shade Brownie. And we're just going on the perimeter. Okay. Then she used a Maybelline vinyl lipstick. I actually have two of those, but one is more pink and one is more mauve. So I'm gonna go in, and I've been waiting an excuse to use this. This is the Sephora Cream Lip Stain in the shade. Oh my God, I'm so blind and this is so tiny. 32. Nude Blush. I'm just gonna use this. I'm gonna go in a little bit with this Juvia's Place lipstick in the shade Muted. We're gonna see if we can. See? Now that's better. Better. See? Okay. That saved it. And it's such a pretty ombre. I'm gonna go in with Cork. And I put it right here. This is to blend out the edges. I don't want to reinforce any more lip liner. This is just to help the lip liner and the nude lip blend a little better. See, look. That's a face, y'all. And with the NYX Shine Loud, it's like it's a duo-ended lipstick and then a clear lip gloss shade. I don't have that, so I'm gonna go in with this MAC lip gloss in the shade See Through. I'm gonna put this on top, right in the middle. I have never liked this gloss because I thought it was too light, but with this lip combo, I can make it work. I like it with the gloss better. And then she adds the clear gloss. I'm gonna go in with this Essence Shine 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 Wet Look Lip Gloss. So I'm just gonna go in, get that much, and then just, ooh, ooh, ooh. Wait, why is that? That gloss is so soft. Ciao. This is a trick I like to do. Can y'all see that? It gets rid of all the excess. I think I like it without the clear gloss. I feel like the clear gloss kind of made it a little muddy. I'm gonna reinforce it with the see-through. I probably wouldn't add the clear gloss next time. Oh my God. What is that? I saw that the whole time and didn't tell me. What's wrong with y'all? So when your mascara has dried and it's been on there for a while, you could just flake it off. And it will not disturb the product. Something I like about powders is, like I said, my under eyes crease. So I can always go in with my finger and just blend that out. Like if you see it starts to collect, go in with your finger, and I swear the warmth of it just helps to blend that out so good. And like, look, it barely removed anything. My fingers are so shaky. She goes in with the Charlotte's Tilbury pressed powder in a lighter shade this time. I don't have that, so I'm gonna use this Rimmel Stay Matte powder in the shade Transparent. So it's just this. And I will go in, same brush. Which brush is this? I don't think I said what brush this was. This is the, it just says setting brush. It doesn't even say what brand it is. If you know this brush, leave it in the comments. I have no idea. So I'm just gonna tap. And everywhere she put concealer, she's gonna put this. So, and this is such a long lasting powder. Like I feel like this is really slept on. It's like $3 or $4. And I just like to go over my mold just so those stay in place. I got like makeup on my shirt. My makeup looks so good. And then she goes in with her blush brush and reinforces For this blush, I'm layering a blush again. I use the Essence Beloved. So that's what I'm saying. Like, look at this cheek, right? And it doesn't look like anything amazing in the pan, right? But that's when I applied it. Like, yo, you cannot tell me that that is not so pretty. And if you don't think it's pretty, you're crazy. Also, it just might not be your cup of tea, which is fine. I'm just talking mess because I personally love it. And I love that she does blush on the forehead. I like to do blush on my chin too, just to tie the tones back into the face, but with what she used for her nose, she doesn't take any additional product. To go on the bottom of the nose, get that too. And then she does her button. I don't really care for a button nose, but for the effect. And I just think that looks so pretty. I'm gonna reinforce the lip liner because I feel like hers looks darker than mine. This face, y'all. Get in. With my cute little hairstyle. I really like this, and I thought I was not gonna like it. I was very scared because it was matte products and a lot more powders. But yeah, it's giving. Remember to clean off y'all jewelry if y'all had jewelry on while y'all were putting your makeup on, because that's definitely not cute. Go in with some more of my Professional setting spray. We're just gonna let it dry. Just gonna go in with this powder puff and just go over that did not dry 100%, or before it dries 100%, you just go in with this. And I usually do a beauty blender, but because she was going for a matte look, we're just gonna do this. So this video was literally a trust the process. This is the look. I'm really happy about it. She didn't do this, but this is kind of where you need to know your face. I'm gonna go in with the bronzer palette, and I just want to make my inner corner pop. So I'm gonna take this angled brush again from Glamour. You see the difference? That looks so sharp versus this. This is the end of the makeup look. I love it. I think it's great. I would probably do it again. I love that she didn't add lashes. Mascara looks so girly and so dainty, like, So thank you for coming to watch me again. Let me know what you would like to see. Peace and love to all. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is that you're watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you learned something from it. I learned that I could do this look even though I'm a dry face girly. Bye, y'all.